Hello guys, good day to you all. We are back into today's video by Uche TV titled Question and Game. Featuring in this video are Maurice Sam, Sonia Uche, Chinenye Nnebe. What actually happened here is a demonstration of what used to happen usually to ladies when we look at the facial appearance, neglecting, what we see inside. He said, not all that glitter is gold. Here we see that this guy that represented the boss, that is the owner of the house, the big man, Edward, brought in additional, domestic staff, two girls and a boy. Let's say two ladies and a guy. The two ladies are Esther and Nazar. Then the guy is Solomon. Solomon has to be in charge of the kitchen, as in cooking. Esther is to make sure the house is always sparkling clean. And Nazar was to be in charge of the laundry, washing and ironing of clothes. This is how everything started. The Edward will leave, go out, and in his absence, series of, activities happen. As in these domestic staffs, they play together, they gist, they do a lot of things, to amuse themselves aside doing their primary assignment, as in the work in which they were brought in. And during the time of their interview, the owner of the house, as in Edward, instructed them that he doesn't tolerate any misconduct. So this is how everything, at the onset, it happens that we look at in the scene that Solomon, that is the kitchen guy, was a little bit, familiar with Naza, the laundry lady. But as time goes on, this Naza was so passionate and, so much eager, to meet a rich person, to marry a rich man into the poverty. So that was why Naza was attracted, earlier, before anyone could notice, to Edward, the boss, the presumed boss. She would do a lot of, things, as in helping, going to convince Edward that she's going to help him to massage his body, to serve him in the bed as early as possible, breakfast, all this, and even dressing, exposing herself in order to amuse him. But all this to no avail, because Edward never, liked Naza, because she's the type of lady that is trying to sell herself to a guy because of money. On the other hand, Esther, the house cleaner, and Solomon, the presumed kitchen attendant, as the chef, we are just, they do things together, they play together. At times, you see, they switch their jobs. As in Solomon, you take over the cleaning of the house, while Esther will be doing the kitchen, that is the cooking. That was how they became so entangled so much together into one another that they just love themselves. They play, and the true love eventually came out of this their uh, relationship as in play together, doing things along together. So even when Esther was sick, the way Edward, talked to her shows that Edward is a real rich man that doesn't even care about, showing love or being passionate or showing empathy to anybody. You always refer to them as a low life and poor set of people. But Solomon and Esther, they were so entangled to one another in a way that, a time comes as that Solomon and Edward, they now came to view that this is a way, to get Solomon a reasonable lady to marry. So they've been communicating to be able to tell about these two ladies, about Esther and Nazar. All this plan came as a result of, the way the girlfriend, that is Solomon's girlfriend, the way she treated, or rather left Solomon for an elderly politician. So that didn't really pain him, and that was what brought about this acting. So from this acting at the end, Solomon and Esther, upon all the tests given, even buying a car for Esther to be able to fall for Edward, all this, their efforts proved abortive. So it was right and then that they now got to know that Esther was the true love to Solomon. They share, everything together. Even when Edward chased them out of the house, Esther said she doesn't mind. She will stay with Solomon. It's true, thick or thin. And that was, a lesson to us. To us all, ladies and guys, not all that glitter is gold. And also, we should allow the true love to come up, not love for money, love for material things. Genuine love comes from within. So this is what was exhibited between Esther and Solomon. So eventually, Nazar, when they revealed the truth that Solomon was actually the real owner of the company, of the building and everything, that Edward is just one of his workers as an SPA. So Nazar was eventually sent out of the house. Let us try to watch this video, this very interesting comedy, and let us get to pick one or two morals from this video. Let us try as well to share, like, and comment on it. Thank you. God bless you all.